When we last heard from Kapahulu resident Elton Gu, he was locked down in Peru at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, unable to refill his cancer medication.
Yeah, Gu today told KITV4's TJ Horgan how his life has forever changed. This is an exclusive, and TJ joins us live tonight. TJ.
Mika, Rick, he was there on vacation back in March when the country closed its borders due to COVID-19. For many people, that's merely an inconvenience, but for Elton, it could have been a death sentence. He only had 10 days left of his cancer medication. What's new tonight? Elton Gu is cancer-free.
You are not going to get your medication. Essentially what they're telling me is you're going to die because your medication is behind 2 closed borders.
After they locked down in March while Gu was there checking off boxes on his bucket list, Peru only reopened its borders last month.
I wrote letters or I wrote texts back home to certain people that I needed to notify that I may not make it.
He rationed his cancer meds until, miraculously, the U.S. government brokered a deal to get him out of the country.
I ended up having to take the medication every other day to stretch it out, and I still ran out. And my health was fading when it ran out.
Gu was in Peru on his mission to surf the world and live each day as though it were his last after doctors diagnosed him with terminal lung cancer 4 years ago. Over the weekend, doctors told him something he, nor I, and probably none of you, would have believed.
Elton, I don't know who you Hawaiians pray to, but I suggest you do it right now, because this is the best news that you can get.
One hyphenated word that packs an implausible punch: cancer-free. Peru locks down, shuts their borders down because of the pandemic, which preys on the immunocompromised, and you're running out of cancer medication. Did you think at that time you'd be here today?
No.
Elton says God and a medicinal marijuana concentrate called Rick Simpson oil saved his life.
I've been stoned pretty much for 2 months straight. Just telling you the truth, it wasn't very easy. I'd go surfing and people were laughing at me and I just fall in the water and it was horrible. It was difficult. It's not yummy.
Past 4 years you've been traveling the world, making new friends, pretty much living like you were dying. Do you think that's going to change after receiving the news this weekend?
No. Absolutely not. I have found my purpose in life.
Just 8 months after all hope was lost, a new life is found.
My oldest, they're expecting a grandson, or their first child. My wife and I are our first grandchild. And my daughter, and they're getting married. They got engaged during this time, and it's all good. Safe to say for the Gu family, Thanksgiving might be an afterthought this year. Their Christmas miracle came early. TJ Horgan, KITV4, Island News Tonight.